In this video, we're going to take a tour of cabin 12174Z on Scarlet Lady. As Cheryl uses her band to unlock the door, you'll notice that getting in is not as easy as it could be. She's struggling with the door a little bit, and you can see we got help. This young lady came really almost running up to help Cheryl get in. And I will say this to start with. That is characteristic of the kind of service we got on board the Virgin Voyages Scarlet Lady. You'll see as Cheryl moves into the room, there's plenty of space in the door. The young lady's still holding the door for us. Start to look at the closet space. Cheryl really liked the mirror that was full length. We do have an upper and a lower hanging bar, so for those that need it at wheelchair height, it's readily available. The room itself, there was, I thought, really good space. We never felt crowded, never had any issues with being able to get the wheelchair in, get around. And just one more quick look at the closet, the safes there. Again, safes at a nice height. And there was good power in the cabin. We didn't have any shortage of power. In fact, you can see her, she's pointing at the power outlets, the USB outlets by the bed. There's the mini bar. Oh, let's call it a refrigerator, but it would also double as the mini bar if you had a mini bar. The TV is well positioned, and you'll notice on the wall there, right where Cheryl was pointing, there is an iPad, and that actually is used to control the television. You can control the drapes, you can control the lighting, you can control the. When I say control the lighting, you have more control than usual, in that you can set moods. It'll change the color of the lights to some degree. It's a very technology heavy cabin. You did notice that the main curtain, at least the dark curtain over the sliding glass door for the balcony, or in this case they would call it the sea terrace, is motorized. They also have the lightweight kind of sheer curtains that gives you a little bit of privacy but lets the light in. If you enjoy content like this, do me a favor, hit the like button. That lets YouTube know that the content's worth watching. They'll share it with other people. I always appreciate it when you do. The show's going to struggle a little bit trying to get out onto the balcony. In fact, after a couple of attempts, because she's just trying to do it, she could get up out of the wheelchair, but she's trying to do it like someone in a wheelchair would need to. But even with locking the brakes, it's pretty stiff, and she was having a little trouble figuring the lock out. So I'm going to go over and help open the door for her. And as we watch Cheryl work her way out onto the balcony, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I always appreciate it when people do. You can just click the subscribe button, the little bell, and you'll get notified every time we make a new video. The balcony was nice sized. There was room for Cheryl's wheelchair. We had a table, two chairs. So again, plenty of space on the balcony. We didn't really use the hammock much. I did sit in it, and it was quite comfortable. You might have been able to lay in it, though. It looks to me like it's at the top is pretty close together. I think it's much more of a hammock designed for sitting rather than laying in. We're going to go back in and we're going to take a look at the bathroom. This bathroom had, I thought, a bunch of cool features. So we're going to try to cover all of them here in just a very short period of time. To start with, you'll see that Cheryl's going to stick her hand out, and that opens the door to the bathroom. It's a pocket door that's automatic. The door retracts into the wall. There's a sensor in the bedroom area. There's also a sensor right there. And she rolls into the shower. A little bit of a lip there to keep the water inside. The bathroom has some very conventional features. The toilet was convenience height. You had good grab rails for it. Sink had plenty of space to be able to pull the wheelchair up to the sink so you could access that easily. We have a shower bench, and this shower bench is well positioned in that it's right there by the controls. And you'll also notice that next to the controls, there is a wand, and that is the handheld shower. It's different than the usual ones, but it seemed to be really effective. Good grab bars in the shower. And in just a second, you'll notice that there is an overhead rain shower. So you have the choice. It can come out through the wand or through the overhead. So you have a choice and you can choose from right there. And we're going to take just a little more look at the shower. You'll notice that it's the handle for opening and closing the shower curtain. That was, we thought, very nice. Also, for the clothesline, they had a big ring, which for those that might have challenges holding on to things, made it very easy to use. The automatic door, and you'll see in just a second, Cheryl's going to go out. She's going to wave her hand, the door will open. The switch she just hit is one that will control the lock. So if you're inside and you click on that switch, the door will stay locked. You can't get in from the inside or the outside. All in all, the cabin is very high tech and very well designed to make it a really nice, accessible cabin on the Scarlet Lady. As I shrink Cheryl and we take a final look at the cabin, you'll see the arrow pointing at my face. You click on my face, it subscribes you. The box on the right has another video I think you'll like. We'll see you next time.